Northside, since July 1st begins a brand new fiscal year for our church family. I just wanted to take this opportunity to look back at what God has been doing through our church and the impact that's been happening in people's lives. There's been a lot of changed lives, and I just want to tell you about it. So,
Can I interject real quick?
Sure. Hi, Jessica.
Don't you remember show and tell as a kid? I know it was like
Yes.
50, 60?
A little less, but yeah.
Anyway, we shouldn't just tell them, we should show them. That's one of the reasons why we launched the Northside app and live streaming. By creating a video archive of your sermons, people don't just get to listen to you, they get to see you explain things. Otherwise, we wouldn't have captured this.
I mean, we could get John Presco to do it.
Hey, my name's John. Welcome to Northside.
But what if we just switched places? Hi, I'm Alan, and we want to invite you to a free-flowing night of worship.
Hi, I'm Corey, and I have meticulously planned everything out to remove all of the fun.
Hi, I'm Alan. I don't care about anything.
I'm in Kevin's office. I'm in Wayne's office.
And through the app, people can also sign up to be an active part of what God is doing.
You know, when I think about the active role our church has been having in the community and people's lives, I think of people like Krista Miller, who helped with our Convoy of Hope event, and she was working with impoverished children and sizing them for shoes, and she was washing their feet and putting shoes on their feet. She's talked about just that incredible opportunity to humbly serve and how meaningful it was. I remember that. I think about the 138 coats that we were able to collect as a church family and give to the Boys and Girls Club. I think of the 240 turkeys on Turkey Sunday that we gave to Victory Mission, along with $200 to help feed those there at Victory Mission, our community. I think of the $5,000 we were able to come up with during One Last Gift, and we gave it to Cross Lines and to Victory Mission in our community. And I think of guys like Charles Foltz who gave his life.
Guess what?
Hey, Garrett.
Let me tell you what I'm excited about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited about what Northside's been doing, not just locally, but globally.
Oh, yeah.
So, Northside's really grown in our global outreach strategy of going, welcoming, sending, and mobilizing. In going, we took several go trips: Brazil, Memphis, Mexico. We also got to help send uniforms to some security officers in Haiti. We also sent Sherry Anderson and Tony Marchese to Honduras to help with their ladies' retreat. Welcoming. Welcoming. We got to see several international students be baptized. We also got to host kids from Watoto Children's Choir from Uganda. And Katie and Abhijit Lal were here, and they came from India to visit us. Sending, and besides over $150,000 of monthly support to 14 global workers and global partners, Northside helped meet special needs through $44,000 of grants and special requests, and our Easter offering was $17,000. That went to Honduras and to our workers in North Africa. Mobilizing too. Oh gosh, we got to send out Angela Highfield as she went to Chiang Mai, Thailand. We got to help send out the Brothertons as they moved to Kenya. And then also, for the first time, we have a really cool global outreach intern. Which
Let me just interrupt you for a second. You started talking about mobilizing.
Hi, Alan.
Man, I get so excited about our college students that are serving. We have college students serving in 5 different states in youth camps this summer. It's just so exciting to see their impact across America. But also we have college students in Thailand, in Indonesia, and Brazil. One of my favorite stories is actually locally here. One of our college students, Ashley Hansen, who decided after a spring break mission trip to Memphis that she loved the inner city of Memphis, and has actually decided, after working there for a summer, she decided to actually move there and work in the inner city, just blocks away from some houses that we repaired on our trips. It's just such a phenomenal story, just one of the many life-changing things that has happened.
Hey, I got something to share here. Excuse me real quick. Let me scoot in here. Man, when I think of stories of life change like that, I think of the baptisms that we have had here at Northside and the way that teenagers are using their influence to bring their friends and their family to know Jesus. I think of Maddie, who was invited to a life group by her friend Catherine. And when Maddie made the decision to be baptized, do you know who she asked to baptize her? It was Catherine, because Catherine had put the investment in her life. I think of Emma, who when she came to the point to surrender to Christ in baptism, she said, I want my 2 older teenage sisters sisters to baptize me because they have been a model of what it means to follow Jesus. And those are just a few stories of the 47 baptisms that we have had here.
Hey guys, sure. Where did you come from?
What?
Where did you come from?
Well, it's getting crowded in here. I just thought I needed some. I had 4 guys that lowered me through the roof. Our elders. The elders.
Our elders, they're so awesome.
They're awesome. Yeah. They let me down. Not let me down, but they lowered.
Right, they build you up.
Do you know what I love?
What?
Well, this last year we did our first ever prayer drive. Remember that?
Yes.
And where we encourage Northsiders to drive around to the different locations where Northside has met over the years, starting with 9 people, ending at this location. Well, I love the story about the Thompson family, Corey and Krista, because when they got to this location, their daughter Braylon was praying and just felt like it was time for her to commit her life to Christ. So she accepted Christ, and shortly thereafter she was baptized and just filled the whole family with joy, all because of the ministry of prayer that we experienced together as a church family. It was great.
Absolutely. And it was cool to see mom and dad baptize her.
Yeah.
Remember that? That was really powerful too. So man, I'm thanking God for the increase that He has given us. You know, those 47 baptisms, the 58 people who said, man, we want to make Northside our church home and we're going to be on mission here and we're going to connect people to Christ and one another. I think of the 95 that went to our Discover Northside dinner and that got engaged in that just so they could get to know us and our beliefs and our core values and be a part of that. Our attendance has increased. There's been a moderate increase, about 5.4% over the last year, and so about 63 additional people every week that are around here. That's been a blessing to us. I think of the Christmas Eve service, which was incredible and just a huge turnout for that. Over 1,164 people on Christmas Eve when we went to 3 services, and this next year we're going to 4. And so there's definitely been some increases. Even our giving financially, 3.9% increase in our giving, about $62,000 more this year over last year. God's blessed us with some increase, but He's also blessed us with some decrease. You don't normally think of decreasing as blessing, but the loan on this facility is down to $400,000 is what we owe. So God has even blessed us in that way too.
I've got some other stories. We've got stories about our small groups all over the Springfield area, praying for one another, caring for one another, supporting one another. They are just incredible in what the small groups are doing.
Tell us
and
about
one
it a little bit.
story about the small groups.
Okay, John, but we can't keep talking about the past. We have to look to the future because God wants to do some exciting things for us in 2016 and 2017. We've already been evaluating how we're discipling kids, teens, and adults, and we know there's ways that we can improve. And Wayne, you're going to be telling us a little bit more about that next Sunday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're excited for that. We're also excited that VBS is just around the corner, where you can join us on the USS Love You Guys for Aliens VBS. You can register your kids, and you can sign up to volunteer today, and that's going to be July 25th through 28th. We're also excited to have Brenda Presco on board as our VBS director, and starting July 1st, she's going to be fulfilling a part-time role for our early childhood director so that we can improve the ways that we're ministering to our youngest kids and their families.
I'm excited about that too, Tiffany. I'm excited about what God is going to do in the upcoming year because we've got a great team right here. I'm excited about what God has put together right here. We've got a great leadership team. Elders, deacons, some of which we're going to affirm here in just a few minutes. I mean, the Spirit of God is moving in our church. I'm excited about that and what the future holds for us, and which is why every year we just have this little brief end-of-year report. And as part of this, we do 2 things, and we'll be asking you as members of Northside to do this today. First of all, we'll reaffirm leaders who are already serving in our church right now, and we're going to reaffirm those who are up for new terms. And then the other thing we're going to do is we're going to approve and affirm the budget that the leadership team has set for this upcoming year. I do want to tell you a little bit about that before you actually affirm that. So we need to talk numbers for just a minute. I know how much you guys like numbers, especially Corey likes numbers. Where's he going?
I was trying to get away. Sorry.
I think our elder said have a seat. So anyway, all right. So here's the deal with some numbers when it comes to our finances. Our 2016-2017 budget is going to be a 4.6% increase over last year. And most of that increase really is going to be in 3 areas. It's going to be missions. It's going to be some new ministry we're going to try to attempt to do with our singles. And it's also going to be some staff increases as we do bring on some part-time staff with early childhood, and as we make some adjustments in insurance, since a number of our staff is having babies. And so anyway, we're working on that. So that's where the increase is primarily. Of that amount, our monthly budget for 2016-2017, that amount is going to be $135,800. $860. Now, to put that in perspective, the last 12 months, the average income, monthly income for our church was $139,120. So obviously the new year budget is actually less than last year's giving and income. And so that track record demonstrates that we're going to be living well within our means. And any excess that we do receive is going to be going on to that loan reduction so we can do what God would have us to do next. So we're just excited about not just what God's done in the past, but where we're headed into the future. We're going to ask you to affirm those leaders and to approve that budget for this upcoming year. Our elders will be doing that. Gary will be coming to the stage. And of course, we're also excited because not only do we have several baptisms today, but in our 10:15 service today, Greg is going to be baptized as well. We're excited about that coming up in just a moment. So thank you for your time. We're excited about what God's doing. And that's a wrap.
All right. Awesome.
We're out of here.